Let's get started, guys. Good morning. Good morning. John, hello, John. Hi, John. How are you? Why do you look familiar? You look familiar. Did you? He's never been here.
In a yoga studio in his life.
This is the first time.
That's true.
It's not true.
Okay. Injuries I need to know about?
No.
Okay. All right. Take it easy. Do whatever you can. Do you have any knee issues? Do you need a padding for your
I
knee?
gave him a double mat.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, good. All right. Good morning, everyone. Good to see you all. All right, social hour is over. Ponytail, find it? Okay. I will. Everybody remind me, 81. 81. Not 80, 81. Okay, we will do that. We'll be in trouble. Good morning. Good to see you all. Let's move you just 2 inches so Heather can see me. Wonderful to see everyone. Before we move on with the class, the most important thing to know is how to conduct your body. So if you are gifted with no injuries and no pain and no stiffness and all of that, good for you. Most of us do have something. So today's class is really designed for a couple of my students that have shoulder issues, and they struggle with some of the repetitive things that we do in yoga, such as down dog or too much of it, and then plank or any weight bearing. So today I'm going to show you that you can have a fully challenged practice without any of those. With all of that, when we take it deeper, when you feel your low back tweaking, most likely that's like the easy answer. Either your core and your glutes are not engaged enough. So if you feel tweaking on the left side, see if you can engage the left glute, see if you can engage the right glute and see if that changes, okay? Compression. So a weak core, this is your pelvis, and your pelvis is made of 2 bones and then the sacrum. That's the little compressed or fused, that's the right word, fused vertebrae, okay? Right here. The joint between the hip bone and the little triangular bone here, which is the sacrum, okay, called the SI joint. When your hips are off, usually it's one side, it's going to create some inflammation in there. It's a very, very small space. It's a hair space. We want to create a lot of stability around here, and that's why we engage the glutes, okay? So when your core is not active enough, what's going to happen, your hips are going to tilt forward, and now you're compressing your low back. If your glutes are not engaged enough, that's going to be the same, or overly engaged. That's going to be both ends. When your pelvis tilts forwards, your rib cage tilts, those front lower ribs, the false ribs come forward, and now you're creating this exaggerated arch in your low back. So we want to lengthen and engage those glutes. We'll go slow on that one, just so we have an idea, okay? So thank you. I'll give him a name. All right, so today's theme is the second niyama, which is like the 8 limbs of yoga, and it's called santosha. Santosha translate is contentment. Contentment with what we have, contentment with what we can do, contentment with finding freedom in our mind in the midst of the challenges. Words, it's easy to talk, but it has to be a part of our skin. So in today's practice, you will be in a place where it's like, soak it in, because that becomes a memory in your nerve system, okay? So contentment is not when everything is easy, but contentment is where is the light in the midst of the mud. Always ask yourself, where is the little light? Where is the little gate that is going to push me to find light with all of this? And when I'm in all of this, what am I learning from that? There is always a lesson that we learn, especially when we hit the rock bottom, because there's only one way, it's to go up. Okay? Let's go. On our backs. Here is the setup. One block on the wide, so the wide setting flat on the floor. Now, you know where your sacrum, you want to be right in the center of your sacrum, not towards your tailbone and not towards your lumbar. Frame the block with your feet, lift and lengthen your tailbone, and now widen your collarbones. Notice the feet on the floor. Notice the relationship of your feet to the block. And start to bring awareness to your breath. Notice the front of your ribs, the side, the back of your ribs. Grounding your hips right in the middle. And then with the top of your breath, there's a little pause. Notice what that feels like. Hold it, acknowledge, and then exhale, let it go. Bring your knees towards each other. Knees together. Inhale. Yep. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And now take advantage of that stillness, the quiet moment now, how you resetting your nerve system, you filling up your batteries, letting go of what happened before you got here and what will be after you leave. And then with your next breath, bring your elbows into robot arms. So bend your elbows towards the floor. So hands towards the ceiling, palms facing each other. And now take one hand over your heart center and one over your belly. And notice the rise and the fall of your belly and your rib cage. And when you notice you holding tension, change that. Stay exactly as you are. Just bring the soles of your feet over the block and open your knees. Baddha Konasana here, Supta Baddha Konasana. Notice your sacrum is pressing right in the middle. You're not on your tailbone doing that pelvic tilt. Notice the difference and relax and broaden your shoulders. When you get fatigued, lift your knees up a little bit. Just give it a little break. Inhale. And then exhale, drop your knees down. Remember, find santosha, contentment in the little things. Inhale, lift your knees up a little. And exhale. Hydrating your joints. One more time, inhale. And then exhale. Open your arms out in a T position. Frame the block once again. Keep your knees upright, and now only from the rib cage, lift your right hand and your head, reach over to the left. Lift your chest up, keep your knees upright. Draw the right hip towards the floor, even if it doesn't touch. And then slowly grace your heart and come back, center. Inhale, left hand lifted up. Lift your head, reach, reach, reach. Keep your knees upright. Depress the shoulders and lift your chest up. And now the left hip, imagine it's coming towards the floor. Breathe. Slowly come center and release. Take a moment, breathe in here. With your next breath, frame the block, John. Your feet are on the floor. Yep. Keep your knees aligned with your block. Open your heart, inhale. Press your sacrum down to the floor. Now lift your block like it weighs 30 pounds. Spread your toes. Align your shins towards the floor. Breathe. Press that sacrum. Here is your core. Drop your block slowly, about 3 inches only. And then lift it up with control, slow. Hands over your heart towards the ceiling. Spread your fingers, depress the shoulders down. Lower your block, but don't lose your sacrum. Find Santosha right here. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Oh. Press your sacrum down to the floor. Lower your feet all the way down. Open your arms in a T. Feet together on the block. Baddha Konasana. Find Santosha right here. Empty and let go of the tension. Find your little light close to you. Inhale, lift your feet up. Grab the block once again. Keep your hands in a T position. Sacrum to the floor. Lift your feet. Spread your toes. Inhale. On the exhale, inner thighs are active. Travel to the right and lengthen your hips away from your ribs. Breathe in here. Depress the shoulders. Keep breathing for 4, 3, 2, 1. Push and come all the way with your deep core muscles. Inhale. Exhale, belly in. Travel to the left and push those hips away from you. Every step of the way, find Santosha. And when your habits sneak up on you, change it for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly push. Drop your feet down with control. Soles of the feet together on the block. Yay. And now notice how peaceful this pose becomes all of the sudden. Soak it in. So you're going through the layers of your body, your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, your energetic, and they all start to come together. With your next breath, bring your knees together. Hug your right knee to your chest. Hands behind your hamstring and then straighten your leg any amount. Bend your knee on the inhale, sacrum on the floor. Exhale, extend. Inhale. Catch yourself wanting to go all out from a habitual rather than from knowledge and straighten. Slowly release it, change. Left knee to your chest, hug it in first. Hands behind your hamstring. Depress the shoulders. Inhale, bend your knees, slow. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly release. Cross your ankles, rock and roll, and come all the way up. Good morning. Okay, little fun, just watch. You're gonna frame the block once again. Again, we're not going 100 today. Less is more. Do your best. You might be here with bent knees. Core active, you might lift up, and then we're gonna come up and just a little something, okay? Hollow your belly, C curve, lift up a little, and come forward. 3 times at your own pace, breathe in. Yep. Try to think like you're 5 years old. Mobility is important. Breathe. Good. And when you did your 3, cross your legs and come into all fours, quadruped. If you need padding for your knees, please do so. Tuck your toes under. Some of you did 30, I think. All right. Turn your palms to face each other. Top of your palms are on the floor. Lift your chest off the floor and depress the shoulders. Gaze forward. And now little curls with your hands. Oh, slow. And then release. Little curls, exhale, breathe. Stay here. If you feel a lot, connect the dots all the way to your shoulder, to your neck. Lots of breathing, lots of light. Your light now is aromatherapy oil, and then release. Visualize how you're breaking that connective tissue, breaking into the old cells, promoting blood flow. And then slowly release your hands and sit back. Whoa. Play piano with your fingers here. Open and close your fingers. Flick, flick, flick. Good. 2 blocks in front of you. On the medium setting, maybe tall for some. And attack all 10 toes. Your life is not depending on those blocks, so it's a very light. And now, mula bandha, pelvic floor in and up, corset your abdomen, and now lift your knees off the floor. And I try to drop your heels towards the floor. When you get fatigued, just come down, do your best. Try to drop your heels down towards the floor. So don't lift your heels so high. We usually do that. Try to bring your heels down. And now you're strengthening even lower than that, Heather. Drop your heels, yes, yes. Close your eyes, come to your fingertips maybe, and just visualize how your heels are dropping towards the floor. You're pressing all 10 toes, and now you're strengthening your ankles. Lift your chest a little. Slowly come forward. Release your feet and tap your feet on the floor. Tap, 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 tap. Great. Slowly bring your blocks in front of you. Watch me first because it could be a little confusing. Both blocks you're coming into, right foot comes forward into a low lunge. And then I'm gonna lift my left leg and pivot. I'm gonna turn to the left. My left foot is like a little frog. Inhale here, and I exhale, shift your weight towards your right heel. So your left knee, okay? Can you see me? So if I'm here, I'm gonna lift my left foot and then pivot. Inhale, exhale, bring your hips forward, left inner knee energetically pulls towards your right. And then you come back. Inhale, exhale, shift, relax your shoulders, breathe, come back. For some of you, the block is tall. Inhale, exhale. So now we're working on the adductors, and now watch. Inhale, come center, lift your left foot, lift your right toes, and now turn everything to the right. Squeeze those hips. Don't move your block though, your block is forward, yeah. Lift your left foot a little off the floor. Inhale, turn, quarter turn to the left, that's your recovery. Belly in, hips back, squeeze to the right. Don't go all the way, remember, just go little. Inhale. Core active, exhale, squeeze, shine a light through those hips. Slowly come center, Take your right leg all the way to the left. Gaze over the left, bend and straighten your right knee is a great option. Rinse it off. When you bend and straighten, you hydrate your tissue, especially if you are very stiff. It's the best thing you can do. Slowly come center, change side, left foot forward. Lift your right foot and turn it behind you, toes to the right. Blocks inside, mama, inside, yeah. Inhale, exhale, travel forward, glutes active here. Yes, I know, you feel it, right? Oh yeah, because you're opening those meridians. That's exactly what you're doing. And then shift back. Your body's like, what are you doing to me? I've never been here before. And then travel forward. Don't depend on your hands. Your hands are very light. Pelvic floor in and up, lengthen your tailbone. Yes. Shift back. You are committed to contentment. Go little. Breathe here. Compassion where you feel the sensations. And then slowly come back up. Lift your right foot. Lift your left toes. And now turn everything to the left. Belly in, shift to the left. And don't wait for me. If you feel like, whoa, quarter turn to the right. Recover. Belly in, exhale. Light on your arms. Notice which side feels a little stiffer. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly come center. Swing your left leg all the way to the right. Gaze to the right and now bend and straighten your legs slow. You're giving your joints some mobility and hydration, not overstressing the tissue too far too soon. And your breath is your vehicle. Your breath is your medicine. Your inner light is your inner flashlight. Slowly bring your left knee, draw your hips back, child's pose. Cherish the little pockets of opportunities to nurture your nerve system here, to feel and be curious enough to notice what you feel in your body every step of the way. Slowly come up. Watch me for a moment because we have different levels. I'm going to be on my left forearm, right leg out. Now here's what for many of us will happen. The left shoulder, you collapsing. I want you to lift your ribs up and forward. Side plank here. Depress the left shoulder. And now we're going to kick it forward to hip height. For many of us, that's a lot. You might be here. It's all good. Going to lift up. Lots of core. Push. Gate pose. I love when we do side twisting. I love to bend the elbow first because if you don't, you're going to crank that shoulder and you're losing all of that. You stress the shoulder joint. Better to come from here. Once you establish this, this is freedom. It just goes naturally. Now, from the rib cage, you're going to lead with your left hand towards your right ankle or shin. Some of you, flexible enough, can put the elbow down. But some of you can already set up the 2 blocks to rest here. You twisting from your ribs. That's when your core and your glutes are active. So we did this before on the floor from the rib cage. Why are you looking so excited? All right, here we go. If you need those 2 blocks, put them there towards the back of your mat. All fours. You're right at the front. Left forearm down to the floor. Kickstand your left leg, extend your right leg. Keep breathing. You're gonna face the lake for some of you, yeah? Lift your right arm and lift your chest. Flex your foot, glutes are active. Gaze forward, bring your right leg in front of you, hip height or to the floor. Breathe in here, any amount. Find Santosha right here. Kick your right leg back, inhale. Push the floor, come into your gate pose. Yes, use your core. Right hand down, bend your left elbow first, and then lengthen. Look at your left hand. Lead with your left hand from the rib cage. Twist over to the right. Grab your ankle or your shin. Right hand flies in the air. Twist. Draw the left sit bone back to even out your hips. Push the floor slowly. Come all the way up. Use your core strength. Left forearm on the floor. How slow can you go? Lift your right leg up. Inhale. Lengthen your tailbone, front lower ribs in. Gaze forward, kick your leg any amount or on the floor. Good, Mary. Use those glutes. Turn your right leg back, push the floor with your forearm, come all the way up, gate pose. Yes, I know. So repetition, practice, extend your arm. If you need to, I love sometimes just to stay bent. It really allows my rib cage and my lats to lengthen. Take a moment to nurture your nerve system. Right glute is active. Leading with your left hand, inhale, twist it over to the right. Right hand flies in the air. Draw the left sit bone back and lengthen your chest forward. Slowly come all the way up. Bring both hands down to the floor. Bring your left foot back. And now 3 forearms push downs. Gaze forward and then push. Drop it down and push. One more. Slowly release it. Take your right knee down. Draw your hips to the right and to the left. Inhale, come center. Gaze forward, right forearm. Move your blocks to the other side. Behind you, if you need them. And now right forearm down to the floor. Kickstand your right leg. Glutes are active. Hollow your belly. Front lower ribs in. Can you depress the right shoulder and lift your chest forward? Lift your arm, lift your ribs off the floor. Align your neck, lift your neck a little, the nose, chin up a little, Mary. Yes. Shoulder blades back and down. Gaze forward, bring your left leg forward or on the floor. Use those outer glutes, glute medius. Take your leg back, push the floor with your core. The first one will be rusty. And then bend your right elbow, glutes active, lift your ribs up. Take a moment, breathe, raise your light in the midst of the challenge. Can you shine a light between your ribs and between your ribs and your hips? Right hand leading the way from your rib cage. Inhale, exhale, twist it over to the left. Bend your left elbow and open your heart. Depress the right shoulder. Right glute goes back. That's gonna free your low back. Push the floor, come all the way up. Use your core strength, right forearm slow. Lift your leg. Breathe here, depress the right shoulder, glutes active. Gaze forward, kick your leg forward. Lift a little higher if you're up halfway there. And then slowly kick it back. Push the floor, gate pose. Your fingertips are soft, your breath is long and deep. And there's a pillar of light that is balancing everything inside of you. With your next breath, lift your right arm, inhale. Twist from your rib cage. Depress the right shoulder and lengthen your right sit bone. Your core is active. Slowly, slowly push the floor, come all the way up. Take your hands to the top of your mat. Bring your right foot back in. 3 forearms together, drop and lift. Drop your forearms evenly and lift. Last one. And lift. Bring your left knee down. Shift your hips right and left. And now connect all the dots together. Your whole body is working together. Come center, drop your hips back. And now take your fingertips behind you. Inhale here, glutes are active. Lift your chest, depress the shoulders, keep your chin tucked under, and now lift your back ribs. And now your chin comes up just a little bit. But visualize your sternum. Someone put a block between your shoulder blades to bring your sternum forward. Slowly release it. Bring your palms in front of you. And now push the floor and come all the way back to the back of your mat. You're in a short down dog. Bend your knees, inhale. Exhale, lift your sit bones up. Come to your fingertips. Inhale, bend your knees. Gaze forward. Maybe you drop your hips a little more. Mary, too far, mama. Bring your hands. Your hands are very close towards the back of your mat. So you know, no down dog today. No down dog today. No down dog. I'm keeping my word. Lift up your hips. Breathe, micro bend in your knees. Pull the fingers towards your feet energetically. Now, before we go down, visualize aromatherapy oil in your sit bones and in your hips. And now you bend your knees and bring those glutes down. Yeah, crack, crack. Breathe in there. I forgot to say the knees too. And then slowly come up. Lisa, 2 tall blocks is great. 2 tall blocks, just like that. Okay, like so. No, look at me, like so. And you don't have to go that low. Just go a little to your degree today. Inhale, I'm using blocks for the ones at home. Exhale, drop your hips down, any amount. Lots of aromatherapy in your oil, in your knees. Lengthen your hips down. So you're allowing that connective tissue to elongate, to hydrate, to communicate with you, and then slowly come up. Bring your hands towards your feet, right on your thighs. Push the floor and walk your hands all the way up. Shoulder rolls. All right. How we doing? Okay. So that was the warm-up. Are you doing okay there? You're never coming back, huh?
I don't live in Orlando.
No, I know. I'm just teasing you. I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you. Yeah, exactly. It's a wake-up call.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to show you the options. This is gonna really make you appreciate Santosha. Soak it in. Because only through the challenges, we really appreciate what we already had. So, we will be at one point going to, we're gonna be left leg, okay. To the side, Skandasana means that we bend the back leg and lift your toes. A great option would be to go to side lunge. Yes. Okay. And then we're gonna travel all the way. At any time, if you need to bring your knee down, you can. The other challenging things will be that we're gonna be come to Warrior 3. Okay, for some of you, this is Warrior 3, or this is Warrior 3. Microbending the right knee really helps. Okay, you have options. I will remind you. Top of your mat. Take a moment of stillness. Notice your feet. Notice the energy grounding you and lifting you up. And no matter what, through the practice, you're going to find Santosha, something inside of you. Inhale, lift your palms up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend your knees and lift your arms. Utkatasana, fierce chair. And now bring all your weight to your right foot and take your left leg back, slow. Drop your left knee down to the floor. Lengthen your tailbone and now shift your weight back. Feel the left glute active. Left hand to your thigh, bend your right elbow first and a side bend. Lift your ribs off your low back. Extend your arm. Find contentment in your facial expression. And now simply change your hands. Right hand on the thigh, bend your left elbow, go through that first and then extend your arm. Shift your hips back so your glutes are taking over and not your low back. Slowly bring both hands up and over. Lift your back ribs, inhale. Tuck your left toes under if they're not there. Now, fierce warrior, lift your left knee off the floor and fly your arms behind you. Widen your collarbone and breathe. Hollow your belly. Turn everything to the back of your mat. Skandasana or side lunge. Go any way that works for you. You can go low, yes. Some of you can use blocks. Turn everything to the top of your mat. Keep your left hand down, lift your left heel, easy twist. Form your rib cage. Breathe. Yes. Gaze forward, both fingertips on the floor. Bend your left knee a little bit and now lift your chest up, crescent pose. Shift your weight back, feel those glutes. Now straighten your left leg any amount, nothing in your low back. Breathe. Okay, here comes the peak of the flow, I would say. Warrior 3. Stay here with your hands back, hands on your block, or fly your left leg. Woo! Less is more. Enjoy. Breathe. Left glute is active. You're not done yet. Bend your right knee a little. Bring your left knee upright. Tree pose. Your tree pose can be with the heel towards the ankle, or you go up a little more. Find a spot that doesn't move. And then bring your left hand to your side. That's an option. And I find, whoa, find the beach ball. Side bend, lift your ribs up. Woo! I said you will surrender after this, I promise.
Me?
Bring your palms up, inhale. Feet together, palms together. Ah. Ah. Now it's in your skin. Find Santosha. Acknowledge all the layers that you took out of your system. And now find the freedom. This is not fufu, this is chemistry. This is real. Enjoy the feet on the earth and feel the vibrations. Visualize how your energy is trickling through the 5 layers of your body, all the way to the bones. Inhale, open your eyes. Doing okay? Who said we need down dog and chaturanga? Inhale, lift your palms up. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthen your tailbone, shift your weight back. Bring all your weight to your left foot. Ever so slowly, take your right leg back with control. Drop it down to the floor. Now the key, drop your knee down, Vicky. Drop your knee down to the floor all the way. The key is to do all of that with Santosha, remember? So when we catch ourselves tensing up, we find that way, we find a little light. That's the practice. Shift your weight back. Feel those glutes. And our right hand on your thigh, lift and lengthen. Depress the shoulder, lift your chest. Every step, where is my light? Where is contentment in the midst of the challenge? Change it up. Both palms up, glutes are active. Lift your back ribs, a little back bend here from the mid-back. Tuck your right toes under. If you know they're already, fierce warrior. Lift your knee. Chest forward like you're flying. You're getting ready for warrior 3. Turn everything to the right. Skandasana. You go low, you go high, you can go to side lunge. Depress the shoulders. Use your hands if you need to. Turn everything to the top of your mat. Right hand down, lift your right heel. Hollow your belly from the rib cage, rotate, easy twist. The back leg is strong, glutes and core active. Gaze down. Bend your right knee a little. Lift your palms and lift your heart. Shift your weight back. Feel the right glute coming on. Now straighten the right knee. Pace your mind and pace your thoughts. Warrior 3 variation. You're just coming forward. You may find your hands on the block, or you might fly your arms and your leg. Microbend in your left knee will protect your knee. Breathe. How lucky we are that we can do this. Think of someone that has no legs that would be dying to do this. Now push the floor and lift your right knee. Find your tree pose, any variation. Yes. Find your center. Stay here or fly your right arm to your side. Maybe your left arm, your rib cage catches that beach ball. Lift your chest up. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come up. Here it comes. Freedom. Feel. Radiate your light through all your 5 layers, all the way down to your bone, top and bottom, and through all of those energy channels, 72,000 energy channels. Notice if your feet are more grounded. Notice if your mind feels more peaceful. Notice if your breath is with less effort. Slowly, slowly, open your eyes. All right. Malasana. Some of you will need 2 blocks towards the center of your mat. Open your knees sideways. You can also actually turn the block to the white section. I have 2 blocks just to show some people. Some of you may not need at all. I'm just showing you that you can turn it the other way, Mama. So yeah, so it's more stable. Yes. Turn your toes out and then lift your palms up, inhale. And exhale, reach your chest forward. Right arm is gonna resist your right leg and then open your right fingertips to the right. Touch the floor, your right hand, yes. Now, left hand to your heart, step 1. Lengthen your chest, core is active. Open your chest, Mike, yes, yes, yes. Maybe a block will help you. Less is more. Turn it the other way, on the white. I would put 2 blocks like me, look, see how I'm doing it? Yes. So then you can surrender and enjoy, yes. Open like a bow, hollow your belly. And now option 2, pull the elbow. Lengthen your chest. And for many of us, this feels so good that we don't have to do this. This is so effective, and I'm staying here. Widen your collarbone, breathe. Slowly bring your right hand in, push and come all the way up. Bring your feet together, take a little break. Process what you felt on the side, on the right side. Allow the residue to settle down and breathe. And that's the practice. The reason we keep coming and was like, oh my God, and we keep coming because we know we get bigger, we get better, we get wiser, stronger, and more enlightened. We are aware of this beautiful body that we have beyond the physical. Slowly open your eyes and open your knees once again. Lift your palms up, inhale. From the hips, exhale, come forward. Depress the shoulders and resist your left arm with your inner leg. Walk your left fingertips all the way. Core is active. First step, hand to your heart center, open from your ribcage, not from your low back. Step 2, pull your elbow back. Lengthen your chest. Option to extend your arm. I'm staying here, but keep hollowing your belly. Slowly lift your left forearm towards your heart. Push the floor and come all the way up. Bring your feet together. Take your hands under and over your shins. We'll do a little cow-cat variation. So on the floor now, on the floor, on the floor. Yeah. Come all the way down. Yeah. Inhale, open your chest, under and over, under and over. Yeah. Inhale, open your heart. Core active. Exhale, depress the shoulders and pull your spine back. Like a little C, keep depressing your shoulders. Don't overdo. Inhale, come up. Hollow your belly. Exhale, pull back. Slow, small, little. One more. Inhale. The more you do this in and out, the more you hydrate the tissue and not overdo it and create inflammation. Exhale. And now stay here. Hollow your belly a little more. See how much movement you have in your back body. Notice the restrictions in your back body. Can you shine a light there? Can you breathe and pause your breath to stress the tissue in a good way? Slowly push and come out. Liberate your hands. Bring them to your heart center. Find santosha. Take this opportunity to really benefit. So when you get off your mat, your life is lighter. You can look at life differently from different lenses. Why? Because you've done all of this today and yesterday, and when you'll come again to yoga. Open your eyes and breathe. How we doing? Okay. So now we're gonna get, okay, those are the options again with many layers or many students with different needs. Being on the block is gonna be challenging, okay? So if you wanna be challenged, you're gonna come on the block. Otherwise, you're gonna come to the floor with no block. I'll show you where we're going. So Bobby, that should look familiar, right? You know what I'm talking about? That's what you got me for my birthday. The giraffe. She got me for my birthday giraffe doing Baddha Konasana. So that's the pose right here, mama. Okay, so breathe in, I'm celebrating you. Option one, hollow your belly, lean back just a smidgen and lift your right leg. That's where you might need a block, or you're gonna take your hand behind you. That's another option. Here's what I don't wanna see. I don't wanna see your spine rounding. So lift your chest, that's your beginning. From here, lift one leg. Plug the arm in, lift your chest. A strap or hands behind, right here. See? Yeah, yeah. For 3 and 2 and 1, slowly come back and rest. Inhale. Hollow your belly, shift a little bit back. Lift your left foot and extend. Lift your chest, lift your chest, lift your chest. Keep breathing here. Yes. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. You know what's coming. So inhale, hollow your belly, shoulders back and down. Find, if you're on the block, find the right spot and then breathe in here. Some of you might take your head up and some of you might even close your eyes and plug the arms in and keep going. That's it. Breathe here for 3. Lift your spine a little taller. Yes, for 2, 1. Slowly release. Yes, that's the hard one on the block. Awesome, everyone. Take a moment, breathe. So sometimes challenges They come and they go, and then they might come again. But the second time that they come, we are more equipped. We have more immunity, I would say, to look at whatever that challenge from a different place. So I would say strengthening comes in layers, and stretching comes in layers, and healing comes in layers. So the more we do, the better equipped we are, and then we can recover a little faster. So all that spiel is that we're going to do the other flow again, a little faster, because you already know, okay? And just see how you are the second time. So come all the way up, top of your mat. This is the last stretch, and then we're going to have a lot of stretching. So inhale, lift your palms up. Exhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Weight to your right leg, take your left leg back. Drop your left knee down to the floor. Left hand on your thigh, open your heart, glutes are active. Change your arms. Hands behind you, this time interlace your hands. Glutes active, lift your back ribs and open your chest, not from your low back, but from your mid back. Widen your collarbones. Gaze forward, liberate your hands. Lift your left knee, fierce warrior. Turn everything to the left, Skandasana or side lunge. Any variation. Use your hands if you need to push the floor to come all the way to the top of your mat. Easy twist. Bend your left knee slightly, fingertips on the floor. Lift your chest, crescent pose. Shift your weight back and then straighten your left leg. Gaze forward, you have your blocks if you need them. Warrior 3, any variation. Lift your chest and lift your leg. Tree pose. This time, freelance, do your own thing. Maybe you gaze up to the ceiling. Maybe you close your eyes. Gaze forward, feet together. Ooh. Better? A little easier? Okay, so don't be afraid to be challenged. That's the lesson. Inhale, lift your palms up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Weight to your left leg, take your right leg back with control. Drop your knee down, inhale. Right hand to your thigh, side bend, glutes active. Change your arms. Hands behind you, left thumb on top this time, glutes active. Back bend, glutes engage. Lift your back ribs and open your chest. Gaze forward, liberate your hands. Lift your knee, fierce warrior. Everything to the right, Skandasana or side lunge. Turn everything to the top of your mat. Easy twist. Gaze forward, bend your right knee, lift your chest. Crescent pose. Shift your weight back, straighten your right leg. Warrior 3, any variation that works for you. Virabhadrasana 3. Micro bend in your left knee. Push the floor, tree pose. Find your expression. Feet together, hands together. Namaste. Inhale, lift your palms up. Exhale, forward fold. Right knee goes down. Left knee goes down. Come all the way down to the floor. Yay. Take a moment, walk your knees back. So blocks close to you, a towel might be better than a block, unless you have a small block like that. Okay, and then you're gonna bend your right knee in a frog position, grab the edge of your mat. I'm gonna show you options for you, yeah. Slide your left hand underneath you. Now listen, tuck your left toes under and shift your body forward. For some of you that have a very, very stiff shoulder, you might take a block and then all you're gonna do is massage the shoulder, okay? If that's difficult, yeah, that's an option. Or you're gonna come all the way to your belly and your right hand will be either bent or overhead. Keep the circulation has a pause. Keep pulling your left shoulder down. Relax your left foot to the floor. And notice as you scan your body, you want to find, your goal is to find contentment somewhere. So first let go of the resistance, your habits, then find your light. Relax your right fingers, Heather, a little more. There you go. See how that gives you more space and freedom. Relax your right hand. You don't have to grab the mat anymore. That was just for the beginning. Yeah. And now visualize your whole body is a beautiful house and you're opening little gates in your home so your breath can flow. Notice where your body needs it the most. Wherever you feel it, that's where you are. Shine your light in there. Breathe and hold your breath. And then exhale, let it go. Open your mouth, breathe. And now with your next breath, find a block for your head. You're making a pillow. And now we're gonna do cats chasing its tail, or the bed stretch for some of you that have been with me for so long. A strap might be necessary. You're already set up just like that. Tuck your left toes under and walk your left hip to the left more. And now bend your left leg. Some of you can just stay with the bent knee and let the tissue relax. Or glute a little active. You're gonna grab the foot and you might go slide towards the inner knee or the outer. Allow your grip to be super soft. When you find something, just stay and sink into it. The longer you're there, the heavier your bones are. My boobala. Soften your grip, mom. Yeah. And then let your bones be heavy. Notice if you're overdoing, find the softer layers of your being. Breathe and feel. Feel it? Breathe. Once in a while, wiggle your leg a little. That's like you're rocking a little baby in there. That relaxes the nerve system. And for you, you can go here because you're so flexible. Feel that? Good. Breathe. Can you allow your bones to be even heavier? You would go here, Mama. Can you feel that? And then give it a little rest. Poke it. And breathe. Just from time to time. Okay? Soft. There. Heavy bones. Slowly, slowly release your leg. Move the block out of your way and move your arm. Make a little pillow. You're on your belly and let your body relax down. This pose, by the way, is wonderful for backache. So move your arm out of the way. Take your legs back, walk your knees back, and let your bones be heavy. Heavy, heavy here. And now trace and go through those little photo album, the little photos in your album, where you were and what you felt. And allow your bones to sink into the mat. And then can you let your bones be even heavier? Notice what's still holding you back. And now with your next breath, bend your left knee this time. Grab the mat with your left hand and slide your, no block yet, no block. Slide your right hand underneath you. As far out, depress the shoulder, tuck your right toes under and scoot your chest forward first, yes. And just stay here. If you need a block to rest your head, you can. Yep. And now just breathe. Keep pulling the shoulder, right shoulder away from your ear. Your left arm can extend overhead if it's available, or sometimes it's nice just to bend it. Make it accessible to you. And breathe. Relax this arm. Yeah. Inhale. Your breath is your medicine. Your breath creates that little tension. stressing the connective tissue, and then you're breaking into the old cells and you're stripping the toxins out of that fascia. And then when we come out of it, the blood flow, the nutrients are flowing through you. If that feels very intense on that shoulder, a block under your head and just keep rolling. Open your chest to the right and then come back in, massaging the right shoulder, yes. Catch yourself holding on to tension and try to release those little gates and allow the flow of breath through you. And visualize how you're sinking deep into your bones. Your light is brighter, your breath is longer, all the way down to your feet. And if you have a block already under your head, stay or put a block under your head now. Tuck your right toes under and scoot your right leg all the way to the right. Bend your right knee and see if you can grab it with your left hand. The more space you create, the more you pull that left knee, the right knee further back. See if this is better for you. Breathe. Hey, mama. Put this on, baby. Soften your grip, soften your grip. Your shoulders are relaxed, your chest. Your inner light is radiating down to the bone, and from the bone, you're going out. Visualize how you're navigating your breath and you're radiating light into your sensations, and you're allowing the tension to dissolve. Soften your grip as you progress. Soften your shoulders, your glutes a little active to protect your back. And then explore going towards the outer hip or the inner hip by taking your leg towards your opposite knee. And find yourself being curious. What am I feeling when I do this? And what am I feeling when I do that? Yeah. The softer your grip is, the deeper your tissue will sink. Otherwise, your nerve system at one point will go stop sign, too dangerous, too far, too fast. Slowly release your leg. Take a moment here. Shake it off. When you're ready, move the block and come to your belly again. Allow your bones to reset. Go through the photos. When you're ready, flip over to your back. And now let's reset our low back and our glutes. We're doing a bridge pose. So take a block on the medium setting between your thighs. Palms are down. Now this bridge pose is going to be very small and it's going to be incremental. So we're going to lift the tailbone, sacrum, and then your low back. Your ribs are staying on. Inhale. Exhale, lift only your tailbone. Lift your sacrum, and then lift your low back. None of you should feel any discomfort in your low back. Claw the mat with your toes and engage your lower glutes where they meet your hamstrings. Stay there and breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen your hips forward, drop your low back, drop your sacrum, and drop your tailbone. Massage your hips side to side, little, little. Resetting the SI joint here. Inhale. Exhale, lift your tailbone, lift your sacrum, lift your low back. Claw the mat with your toes. Visualize your light radiating all the way to your bones. All the fibers in your glutes are coming together. Engage where your hamstring meets your sit bones. Slowly lower your low back, your sacrum, and your tailbone. Move the block out of your thigh. Lift your hips and put the block under your sacrum. So we're going to do sleeping tiger, which means legs up the wall. You can bend your knees a little, or you can go to shoulder stand if it's in your practice. Lift your palms, micro bend, allow your knees to be relaxed here. So we don't have to work hard. We're just trying to find that contentment, santosha. And notice that with less, we get more because the nerve system is relaxing and it's going to give you more. If you giving a kid a credit card and they go and abuse it, you're not going to give them that credit card anymore. So less is more. Some of you can go to Halasana, plow pose, even on the block. You're just not going to go all the way, but it's really nice for the low back. You can bend your knees. You can grab your feet or your shins. If you take your hands behind your shins, lengthen your sit bones forward and drop your shoulders down. Breathe. Yeah. Try to put your hands here, mama, right here. Yeah, press them down. And then this is forward and relax your shoulders. Yeah, breathe. And then you can come up again. See, don't stay too long. When you feel like a lot, give your body a chance to relax. And then bend again, little. And then if you feel it's a lot, just drop your legs all the way down. Just stay here all the way down. Yeah. And breathe. Slowly come out of there. Drop your feet down to the floor. Last spinal twist. Find the block between your thighs. Actually, no. Put it right below your knees today. Right below your knees, long. Yes. Lift your chest up open your arms up, inhale. Lift your feet off the floor. Make sure no toys on your way. And exhale, travel to the right and lengthen your hips all the way. Yes. You can rest your left hand on your thigh. Take it all the way down, mama. Yeah. If that's too much, take your hand over your head. Yeah. Relax. I don't want you to work hard here. Don't overdo. We're just sinking and breathing to your low back. Ping, ping. Breathe. Breathe into your low back. And then slowly, slowly come all the way up. Inhale. Exhale over to the left. Lengthen those hips away from your ribs. So it's that. See? No compression in here. And then relax all the way down. If it's too much. Good. Okay. Breathe in there. Soft. And now soften here, mama, soften. Yeah. Breathe into your low back, relax your chest. Catch yourself wanting to hold on and grab something, and now you're saying, I don't have to, I can just breathe through it. Slowly come center. Get rid of the block, hug your knees to your chest. And find your favorite way for Shavasana. Blocks under your knees is really nice. Allow your ankles to fall. Relax your arms. And now that you've created that space, with every light, with every cycle of your breath, there is a sense of contentment, santosha. And when you notice that your mind is racing you, change it. Come back to your breath, come back to your light. And with every breath, with every cycle of breath, little crystal lights are popping up in your body. And every crystal light is reassuring or confirming the beautiful work you did today, the healing, the elimination of toxins and tension. Your next breath. Notice your breath shining the light through your feet, your fingertips, the crown of your head. Wiggle your toes. Then bring your hands to your heart center in a prayer pose, connecting to your own sacred place. Always happy and safe place to visit. Filled with contentment, gratitude, acceptance for what is. From time to time, you take a pause and connect. When great things are happening, celebrate. So when you need to get some energy and strength, you have the resource to offer you that guidance within you. Slowly bend your knees and come into a fetus pose, please. Before you leave your mat, take a moment to really appreciate that surrendering. So when you get on to your real daily life, you're coming from different eyes. Your view, your experience is different. Different lenses, more wisdom, more grounding, more appreciation for your own needs. Slowly push the floor and come up to a seat. We bring our palms together. Separate your fingers and open your middle 3 fingers in a Lotus Mudra. Lotus Mudra, you practiced it today, offers us purity and love, and it reminds us that it grows in muddy water. And without the mud, there's no lotus flower. But we have the choice to either live in the mud or to seek for the lotus flower within us. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste. Have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you, girls at home. Bye-bye.
Any on there?
Who? Penny, no. I thought you would.